everyone, it's Tracy. Happy Monday. It's a little bit of a gray day here today, but we're not sweating anymore, and the outlook for the week is sweatless so far, which is great. So I hope everybody's doing well. I've been watching all your videos lately. I have so many new best friends, and I'm just so happy, so blessed with this community. And yeah, I just wanted to say that, to thank all of you for being you. Okay, so today we have a new journal, and I fought with this one because with me there's never a plan, right? So this one is called Raspberry Crush, and it is Char's new kit. I think it's new. I don't know. I just found it on Etsy. So Idajane Designs. So I've used some of her papers, and then of course I've mixed in. So this is pretty eclectic, as I think most of my styles are. So we'll start. I had at this point in time, I can't even tell you what the name of this book was. Oh, I know what it was now. It was like one of those guides that you get. It's not like those tour guides with the plastic paper. It was really classy, showing you like all the different places in Paris, and it said like the spine said like Paris or all that stuff. So it had gorgeous pictures in it and everything else, but I used the book because I loved the size of the book, and it had a square spine, really square spine, which I don't think I've worked with such a square spine before. But you can see this one is 4 signatures, and I did the 5-hole again, which I think I'm getting pretty good at this point in time, just saying. But I still split my, even if I use wax, embroidery thread is way worse for splitting. I don't have a dull needle, so I guess I have to get one of those. So send me some tips and tricks, please, because I have to reload my needle so many times I can't see. Okay, so let's go. So I've tied it up with this satin ribbon that I got this in an order I got from Poshmark, where I got for $5. I got all these awesome, like really old vintage white pillowcases. Some of them had, sorry, you got my nose in there. Some of them were just plain white, which, hey, I'll take. Some of them had some really pretty trims on them. And there were I think two of these ones. So yeah, so for $5. So that's where this came from. She had them all wrapped up too. So classy. Okay, so let's go. So the front, this is actually just clipped on, and it is, I don't remember what I was going to use this for, but I had made it quite some time ago, and it's just a couple layers of lace and then a whole bunch of white buttons sewn on. And then because it's Raspberry Crush and it has all these wonderful colors in it, this is a trim from a skirt I had from the 1990s, and I had kept it, because I'm definitely going to fit into this size 8 skirt again. But I just absolutely loved it. So I cut it, and then I just sort of glued the back so that the sequins and just the ends, just so the sequins and beads won't fall off. But it's so pretty. So the spine is fabric sample, of course. The front is one of the pages from the kit, one of the tall pages. So as we open up on the inside, and yeah, I'm in the middle. You could see on this, what I've done here is, this is actually a page from another book that I have. It's all about crafts for your home that you can make. Really beautiful book, such gorgeous images, but this is one of them. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to put that in this book, because she didn't have many tall pages in, not tall, you know, portrait in this kit. So I had to improvise, but I think the colors do well with the colors of the kit. This is from I'm pretty sure it might have been a bun warmer or something. It had 4 layers of this, like of doilies that had 4 layers. And I took them apart. I don't know. But you've got a pocket here. Oops, uh-oh. Oh, I didn't even glue it. What is stuck then? Nothing. Okay, Tracy meant to glue that. You know me. So here, what I've done is I had these like little glass tears and little glass just droplets, I guess. So I put them on there, and hopefully you can see them sparkle. So now I gotta make sure I put the book down in the right spot. And then I added some antique lace trim. This is from Kathy at Greek Chick. And on this page, I'm pretty sure this is Natalie at Well Loved Journals. You saw when I opened up all those flowers and everything I got in my last thrift haul. This is from a magazine. I just absolutely loved her. I think it's from Where Women Create, or In Her Studio, one of those magazines. I love those magazines. And also a really sweet playing card, and I think I got that from Lori at Gathering Time and Grace. So on the back, this is Well Loved Journals. These are one of her Eris Polaroids. It's newer kit. So this is a flip of that page, so you can journal all over here. But I've taken a fussy cut from a watercolor book and use that as the tuck for this Eris Polaroid, and I just love it. I love the background, Natalie. This is from a Canadian Advertisers magazine, The Gospel of Flowers. I thought that that was kind of telling of what we're looking at here. So this is tissue paper. Here is a document from, I'm trying to figure out, it has a seal on it, but I'm trying to figure out what that date means. May, I don't know. It's old. look at the watermark. I didn't even see that before. And the seal on the back. That's a beautiful piece. This, okay, I had a really hard time parting with this, but it's just too pretty not to put in here. It says from Florence Needham in glitter. And on the back, you can see she got some of her glitter on the back here, but it's May 24th, 1908. Just beautiful. I don't know if it was sent from Germany or if it's just to her friend. Postcard is made in Germany, but it's beautiful. This is just, I think this is an Amity Bloom printable, but I did it on tracing paper, so I just used it as a pocket. And I loved this. I'm in the wedding. It's like 3 more weeks, and I'm like writing my speech, and I've hated public speaking since grade 4. So this is vintage wedding wrapping paper that I had, and I love it. It's embossed all across here, and it's beautiful. So here we have some vintage music. This is from the kit, same as the front page, but just different paper, right? Makes a huge difference. Just added some lace along the edge. This is from 1953, but I loved the ink. It's French, oh, is it tu parles en français? No, tu, new, something, parle en français, un petit peu. So I just love it. So somebody has written a note on some sort of document here. So on this side, I just had a backside of a magazine, and I wanted to put this on here, but I didn't want to glue it on in case somebody wanted to take it off and use this as like maybe something to collage with, or use it as something in their own journals. It's 1954, and it's legal document. I think it's a deed. Isn't this beautiful? This is from a book I have on roses. Love it. It was all about roses. And then I had these stamps, and I know it's not straight, but you know what? That's the way they are. I love the color of them. I love the flowers. I love the stamps, and it's a pocket. So do what you will. So here's the back of that paper. 1949 was when that paper was. And there's another page from the kit, the music. It's called Wilt Thou Be My Dearie. I got some crazy tunes. There's the wedding. So here's the other side of that tissue paper. This is from another one of Char's kits. And this is actually, a while back, I found two small, very old scrapbooks that were filled with all of these, what are they called? I don't even know. Were they called poetry stickers? I don't know. I think, I don't know, German stickers? Victorian decals? This one was having a really hard time coming off of the paper when I soaked it, so I left her. And she's a cutie. And yeah, so she's just going to tuck right in there. So there's the other side of that paper. Oh, 1930. How is that possible? If that's 1930, oh, maybe the letter said by 1949, you have to be like out of there. Okay. And this is awesome. So this is one of those letters that I showed you a couple weeks ago. Remember I said, thank you, Mr. Reap. I'm so glad you got all this mail from the stamp company. So we've got some pinky and purple stamps on there, but on the back, this is the best part. So it's from 1939. And it has the original wax seal on the back. So just left that there. I did not glue that anywhere. You can do what you want with it. Now this is in here because these photo corners I wanted to show you are from some thrifted corners. I think these may be from Heather. So these are definitely older ones. I love them. Denison, of course. But so I use these to hold in the postcard. It's not glued. I don't want to take it out or anything like that. This is glued to the postcard, but not the lace behind. I don't want to take it out, but I know it is written on. Yeah, it's written on, but you know that that's an oldie. So here I use one of the pages as a belly band, and I punched it. And I just threw this is from that cute little gardening book I got a while back that had all the verses. And so I just slipped it through, so you can keep it and use it in a journal if you want, because it's a folio. And raspberries, because this is Raspberry Crush. So I love this page because this totally looks like it's torn right out. So I added some lace trim on there. I love this page. So second signature, it starts off with an Eris Polaroid. Again, love them so much. I love the signatures on there. It's backed with lace, and then it has some of this really cool trim dangle on there. So I love that page. And then we have some artistic work on a German book page. We have some ledger from 1934 or 54 or 34. And just another, here's some journaling spot here. This is avocado dyed paper, by the way. And here, that's that trim that I got, that hand-painted trim. And here is, of course, Princess Pat's nylon hairnet. And I think I left the coupon in here for you. So sign and return this form for a free copy of our new catalog. And let me know what you get when you send it. And here is, what do they call these? Flashcards. So I've just fussy cut the tissue paper to get one of the roses out. And then this is a die cut. And I just added it there as a dangle. And this is from another one of Char's kits. This is Amity Bloom. More artwork, I tell you. This is a vintage French guest check, but I think it was from a pharmacy. And this page, I love it. This is from a book called Flossie that I did a journal with a long time ago, but I just texture paste all over this page and I think it looks so cool. Here's some blueberry tissue paper that's punched. There's another beautiful page from the kit. And in this, this is a napkin. And so I have just put the whole napkin on the page because I love it. So here is just a little envelope. I think this is from an Amity Bloom kit. We have 2 layers. Oops, come back. We have 2 layers of lace here. And over here, this is from a magazine, I think probably in her studio. And this is a sweet birthday card from 1949. Dear Grandma, I think I shall have to get this note off in the next mail if it is to reach you for your birthday. I want to thank you very much for the beautiful Christmas card and handkerchief. Happy birthday from Agnes. Sweet. And it looks like raspberries. I thought that was a raspberry. And then on the dangle is just a leaf from a pair of old earrings that I took off. And oops. And this is just a little pearl and real diamond dangle there. Those don't want to stay in the pocket. And there's Flossie. Oh, it's Bessie in the City. That's right. My mistake. So here this is from a book. What book? I don't know. But it's a garden. And I'm going to say that these are raspberry plants. So just beautiful. It was a plate. And here, this is a fun page. So what I've done is I've just sort of decoupaged this letter that I had that was written on tissue paper. So I've got it backwards there. I've got the fussy cut of the tissue paper. Take that paper clip off. Love, the letter is not old, but the stamp is pink. So I'm going to pop it down. And so we're just going to look here. Well, I can't even see because the sun's coming in all of a sudden. So down on the bottom, let's just look here first because I'm pretty sure this is in frame. We have a collage with some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are all vintage or antique documents. cigar band. This is not vintage, but this is my favorite washi tape, which I tore off of an old journal that I ripped up because I loved it so much, and I have little bits left. I just sewed some pins on the envelope flap that was still hanging there. And here we have, of course, another Eris, just a little sticker, a fussy cut of a, I think that's a pansy, right? And this, I love this picture of these three girls. I think it's so absolutely sweet, so fun. And then I had this really pretty brad that I just got in some things I bought, and I thought I'm just going to add it there, and then it has like something to hold on to it. So that is that little flip down there. And I have to apologize, I don't think there's an airmail envelope in this journal because I couldn't find a pink red, I couldn't find a pink airmail envelope. I wanted a pink, I wanted an envelope that had pink guts. Okay, so this is here for only the reason of look at these colors, and can it not go here? It had to go here. I love it. Whoops. Oops. So on the back here on this page, this is Lydia from Raindrop Lila. This is a die cut of a frame from old scrapbook paper that I had. And in here is a postcard of a painting from Renoir. And it's not an old postcard, but look, Canada. But the I love the painting. And I think it's just beautiful. So it goes there. Ledger, book page. Here's a page from the kit. I love her down there. A little bit of washi there just to break it up. And then on the third signature, she is from a magazine. I adore her. Little pieces of that tissue paper letter. And she's got some heart brads in her because she's hanging on the wall. I did a little ruffle on my sewing machine because I think we might be getting along right now, my sewing machine and I do not want to jinx it. So here I just put some Mod Podge on these flowers to give them a like glossy look. And we have the more tissue paper. This is, I'm trying to remember where this is from. Anyway, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, it is. And then I just had this journal card that I popped in there, and just also to remind you that it is a pocket there. And on the back, this is again Raindrop Lila. And there's some lace down here, and this is just a little piece of paper. I think it's probably from Post-it notes, possibly, or maybe tiny scrapbook paper, and then another piece of lace up there. This is a piece of scrapbook paper from a scrapbook that I just got, just scrapbook paper. And I just did a little collage of vintage items here. So old ledger, that's a Netherlands post thing, more Netherlands, some stamps from Australia. I'm just trying to mix it all up. French book, you see? And then we have some German book pages there. You can see some foxing on that. I love it. And here, I didn't glue this down because I thought if you wanted to use it, important message from the shoe company. So they wanted to write, you know, like, should shoe companies say it's time to come in and get your foot size checked, like our eyesight? I don't know. And then this little cigarette card from the Gardening Hints series. Get in there. And this is a Canadian oil. No, this is Canadian Rail or Canadian Oil Brokerage. And here we have another card. This is on parchment. It says, with love to mother. And so how cute. Look at the little birdies at the top. And it says, to mother from her children. I love it. And you can journal in all of these if you want. Like, I probably wouldn't because it'll show through. But it's a beautiful old card. And this is on, this is German reproduction catalog pages from, I guess, you know how we do our reproduction eatins. So there's more, that's Amity Bloom on tissue paper. Here is some avocado coffee stained paper doily punch. Raindrop. What? Music page. This is another page from the scrapbook. And you can see how thick these pages were in this scrapbook. Like, I don't even know what that was on the back. It wasn't coming off. But this one I wanted to keep big because it has writing on it. And I don't really know what it is. I think Yvonne, I think she told me before what it might have said. So, or was it Anna at Made by Granat? One of them told me what it said and where the scrapbook was probably originated from. So here is, look, right? Yeah, beautiful. Love, 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 love. And there's more music, and this, I love her. She is so sweet, and the sweetest thing too, here's just a tag here, but it said be uncommon. And shouldn't that be what we want to be? I don't want to be standard. I don't think I'm standard. Most people that know me would not say I'm standard. So I thought that was really cute. I just absolutely love her. She is so pretty. Okay, and here is fussy cut from one of the pages from the kit, but I did this on a presentation paper, which I'm running out of, and it costs $40 in Canada for 100 sheets. Yeah, there's that reproduction catalog. Here's the Canada Oil Brokerage. This is probably a, oh, it looks like a purchase order. Here's the German book page. Now here what I've done, you know, this is what one of the things Tracy does is I put some old, really heavy, thick scrapbook paper that I had, and I put it through the die cut, which had all the numbers in it, right? So this is the leftovers. Then I ran it through the embosser. However, you can see some imperfections, which I kind of like. I did put a little bit of distress on it so it wasn't so white. But because it was so thick and it went through a 3D embosser, so I've added this on the back. So you can have a photo in there if you want. So this is a real photo of woodworkers in the 40s. I don't think so. So you can just slide that in and add whatever you want. And then I added this sweet little trim, and I added a real ruby on the dangle. There's a fussy cut there. I cannot fussy cut like Nancy from Wishes and Weeds. That's just not even an option. She is so good at it. My goodness. So I just had this leftover page here. So I just thought I would put a book page on there so that you can use it in the future if you want. There's some blueberry. Here's a page from the kit. How pretty. And another page from the kit. I love this page. So on here, all I did was just add this frame with acetate, and I did leave the side open so you can stick another picture in there if you want. Cut a little tiny circle and add it in there. This is from another one of Char's kits, and this is printed on the good paper. And here is a invoice from 1953, but I love this color, and it's grapes, but it could be round raspberries. And this is actually Amity Bloom's Torn Strips kit. So I just printed it on tissue paper. And she does in some of her Torn Strips kits, that's really hard to say. Torn Strip kits, she has background writing on it, so it can be a page on its own. So I thought it looked really pretty. And so here we have raspberry bomb and macaroon raspberry bomb. So raspberries, right? Were there any raspberry? Yep, chocolate molasses. Oh no, black raspberry mousse. There it is. So yeah, just some washi because this is a pretty old recipe book. And we have a tag here. This is from Natalie at Well Loved Journals. Love this tag. Just some book page on the back. Some music paper. Here is a handwritten letter, one of the ones that I got from Kathy at Greek Chick. Dear cousins, send money. This is an old French children's book page. I added some really cute lace on the bottom there. And here, oh dear, look at this card, a Valentine just for you. I hope the thoughts accompanying this special Valentine can be a friendly little link between your thoughts and mine, as well as a reminder that no matter where I go, you're very often on my mind because I like you so. Aww. So that's that's made in Canada. International copyright. Oh, Carlton. But look at all your spots to write all the secret notes. This is paper from the old dot matrix from Nancy. Just did a stencil on the bottom. So here on this, I have fussy cut this out from the kit, and then I put a really huge thick chunk of glossy Mod Podge on that. And here just some craft paper, just because. Now here, this was fun to do. This is from an old gardening book that I have. It had really long pages, but I love the centerpiece. So what I did is just did texture paste over top of the page and made a pocket. This is just a little tag that was waxed that I just put in there. And on the middle is just, I know most of my signatures have like the middle from floral magazine book pages, but I save them up for things like this. And there on the back is the same thing. There's the craft paper. Okay, so here, this was as close as I could come to wings. So I know they're feathers, but she was just so pretty that I wanted her to have her feather wings. I don't think she'll really be able to fly well with them because like one feather doesn't make a wing. Is that a proverb? Just a little from a necklace or something that I had sitting in my beads and charms. On the back is a label from something. I don't know from what. Maybe someone can tell me. Dino Cessna Manuzzi. This is the children's book page in French. I just added some, this is from a tablecloth, I think. Love the foxing on this page. And here, this is just a business reply card to the home builders. I just added a book dart on here. You can see I couldn't use any of my blue book darts in this journal. Well, I could have, but I didn't. And this is just a map on the back, but this is the beautiful pink that everything else is. Here we have a check from 1922 from the Citizens Bank in Arkansas. 100 bucks. Oh, house account. Someone must be building a house. Look at the back of this check. Is this not the most beautiful piece of artwork? So it's in Little Rock. It's in Little Rock. It's in Little Rock. Really pretty. Pink check. Come on. And here, pink, but I had to put her in here. It's Barbie Couldn't Sleep. You couldn't either if you knew that by the time you woke up in the morning, there'd be 55,000 more just like you around. Barbie, be uncommon. Book page again, look at raspberry sherbet. What's the difference between sherbet and sorbet? Is sherbet a milk product and sorbet is just ice and fruit? I don't know. Little ruffle there. Just made a pocket with this side of the torn strips kit, and I just added I had this little journal card hanging around, so I just added it in there just to show if you tuck something in there, you're going to get some dimension. Here is the other part of that invoice. And here on this page, I just added this frame, and it has vellum in the back. And this didn't fit. This is Lydia, of course. How beautiful. I just put it there to show you that you can tuck a photo in there. And there's the last page. And this is from that same book as the front. And this is the same sort of pocket in there for you. In the back is page from the kit as well. And there we go. I hope you like it. I'm like looking for, if you could see my head right now, like, I hope you like it. It was interesting to make because I have stuff everywhere. I don't have a workstation. I work on a little desk that's about this wide and this high. And I sit on the couch because my dog needs me to be beside her. So that's where I craft, at the couch. I have stuff on the dining room table, and then I have a couple bookshelves. So if you can just imagine, this is how you work. I work off of the back of clipboards. Like I put a clipboard in front of me, and then I'll put this book on the clipboard, and then I work. So yeah, it's always a challenge. Things go flying, pop gets spilt. Anyway, I'm not complaining because this kind of stuff comes from that. So that makes me happy. So I hope everybody has a very grand and marvelous day. My friend Frances, who I got a bunch of, I call them my friends. They're like online acquaintances that I go get stuff from. I guess they're friends. She told me that her sister cleaned out some of the old paperwork from that antique store I told you that she worked at years ago. And the woman that owned it just said, I don't take it all. She says she has a bunch of paper and checks for me. So I'm going to go tomorrow morning after I go to the post office. And then if it's good, maybe we'll do a walkthrough. Who knows, right? All right, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by again and putting up with my shenanigans and my mispronunciations and wrongly used words and off-center items. I'll see what I did when I look back because I can't see right now. So everybody, be marvelous, be uncommon, have a great day. Thanks so much.